Friends, hello and welcome on techgroupspeaks.com. Today I would like to describe one of the important modules of Python that is called Seaborn. The Seaborn module is developed on top of Matplotlib library. It is used to create more informative and attractive statistical graphical plots for data analysis in Python. Though Seaborn is a different package, it can also be used to improve the aesthetic aspects of Matplotlib graphics. Basically, Seaborn is a high-level interface to Matplotlib, and it is used to ease the challenging task of data visualization much more easier, as Matplotlib is based on low-level graphical interfaces. As a matter of fact, Matplotlib is good, but Seaborn is better because it is based on high-level graphical interfaces compared to Matplotlib. There are basically two drawbacks of Matplotlib that Seaborn can fix. Like Matplotlib can be customized, but it is difficult to figure out which configuration settings are needed to make graphical plots more attractive. On the other hand, Seaborn comes with several customized themes and high-level graphical interfaces to solve this issue. While working with pandas, Matplotlib doesn't perform satisfactorily when it deals with data frames, while Seaborn functions typically work well on data frames. So that is a specialty of Seaborn module in Python. Now we'll write here two Python codes to understand the importance of exploratory data analysis using Python. The first one will be written using Matplotlib, while the second one will be written using Seaborn. So now I'll be moving to the demonstration part, and that will be done by using the good old spider ID, which is one of the most popular IDs of Python. So just move to the spider ID. So here I have written two programs. The first one is for Matplotlib and the second one is for Seaborn. Basically, we would like to compare the performance of Matplotlib and Seaborn here. So that is why I have written two programs in order to compare their performance, because I have told you, say the Seaborn is better because it provides high level graphical interfaces and it is used to create more informative and attractive statistical graphics for the data analysis. So that I will be demonstrating here, and I will be giving you the proof also. That is the idea to be implemented here. So now I will be starting with Matplotlib. So first I will be using here the import statements, like I need to import NumPy, pandas and the matplotlib.pyplot. So each of them are renamed here, like NumPy is renamed as NP, pandas as PD and matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. So that we did earlier in the previous examples. So now we'll be repeating it here also. So now first we need to create some data. So for that reason I will be using NP, that is for NumPy random, then comes multivariate underscore normal. So it is having basically three parameters. The first one is basically the mean value, the second parameter being the covariance, and the last one denotes the number of samples. Okay, so in that way we will be generating some data points. Now their corresponding x and y value will be stored here in a data frame, and on that data frame we will be now applying the Matplotlib say histogram function for data analysis. So that will be done by using the plt.hist function, that is called histogram drawing. So it will be considering the x and y, both the coordinates for graphical analysis. So just have a look at it. So it is the histogram plot of the given data points in terms of x and y coordinates that was generated by using multivariate underscore normal function. And lastly we are having a for loop that will be just using the data points to create a graphical plot for quantitative analysis. So that is the idea that we have implemented here. Next, I will be giving you the example of Seaborn module, and that is a high level interface, graphical interface for drawing, or say for example drawing graphics in Python for data analysis. Now I will be generating the data points in the same way that I did earlier. Now I will be using the next code statement to generate the data points into the data frame so that I can perform the analysis. Then I have set the necessary configuration for Seaborn. Seaborn is basically denoted by SNS. Now I will be performing the same kind of operation, but here I will be using KDE plot, that is basically a component of the Seaborn module. So in that way it will be trying to generate the graphical plot for the audience. So just have a look at it. So as you can see the output, like if you just study the output, you can see that the second one is carrying, say, more quantitative information and much more attractive than that of the previous one. So by using the Seaborn module, we will be able to generate high level graphical interface like that will be very much useful for graphical plots, and it will be carrying more quantitative information and it will be attractive compared to the Matplotlib. So that is a specialty of Seaborn module. So I hope that you have understood the process of generating data points and how can you store them into the data frame, and you can apply the different types of plotting techniques. Like I have used the plotting technique from matplotlib.pyplot and from Seaborn. Like I have used here KDE plot for Seaborn. So that is a comparative discussion between the two different modules being used here. So obviously the result proves that Seaborn is far better than Matplotlib in terms of, say, aesthetic issues like graphical, say, features like high level graphical features carrying more quantitative information. So that is the idea of using Seaborn in Python for data analysis. So I also hope that you have thoroughly watched my video, and if you liked my video, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Here comes the URL of my YouTube channel, and please visit my website for a lot of useful information. And lastly, I have got the email ID. So have a nice day. Thank you very much.